What's happening with the WTS gang? It's your boy WTS Sporty with another one. Look, man, you know when the smoke clears, I'll be right here. So look, everybody out chasing the bag as you should. So I got a little information for you that might brighten up your day about that money you keeping in your wallet. 10 things you didn't know about U.S. currency. Let's get into it.
From hidden symbols and animals to the true meaning of the Eye of Providence. Today we look at 10 mind-blowing secrets in U.S. dollars. Number 10. Loaded with Latin. Everything sounds more regal and official when it is put into Latin. When the Founding Fathers were orchestrating the beginnings of the United States, they not only knew this, but they also wanted to set a high standard as they were attempting to be the first true republic in hundreds of years. One of the ways to do this, and to also pay tribute to the Roman and Greek republics of the past, was by incorporating Latin phrases into our currency. Needless to say, they went all out with this concept in the dollar bill. As if you take a quick glance at it, you will see several American mottos in Latin. Around what has become a highly recognizable symbol to Americans, the eye and pyramid, known as the Eye of Providence. There are 2 such phrases. Above it is the phrase, annuit coeptis.
The Eye of Providence. Okay? So, I'm pretty sure it's got several different names. This is, commonly known in the home as a direct connection to the Illuminati. But I'm pretty sure it's more deeper than that. People try to always give it the little salt cover, a little thin coating, explanations to everything, and try to make that, religion and stuff like that. But, for us, brainiacs, we always gonna dig in there and find the real truth, because truth is in depth, not in the shallow end.
Which translates to, he approves of our undertakings. Underneath the pyramid is the phrase, Novus Ordo Seclorum, which translates to a new order of the ages, which is believed to be referring to the establishment of a new type of government.
Sounds like New World Order, bro. New Order of the Ages. Okay, so that's on the dollar bill. Wow, okay.
Though one could see how theorists believe this points to the New World Order.
Facts.
In the banner that is the beak of the eagle on the back, you may recognize the Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, which means one from many, and is talking about the 13 colonies coming together to form one nation.
Wow. Back in 2000, my brother handed me a pamphlet that he got from a gentleman named Steve Mohammed. And that pamphlet, booklet, was labeled the New World Order. So back in 2000, I read about, the New World Order and all of the plans thereof. Honestly, here in 2021, 21 years later after reading that, I can definitely say after reading that booklet titled New World Order, a lot of things have materialized from 2000 that was written in that book, and I'm pretty sure it was written before 2000. That's just when I had it, when I read it. But a lot of things in that book has actually materialized throughout, the decades, bro, after I read that book. So there's a lot of truth. It should be respected, just the truth. And there's definitely not a shallow angle truth. So if you feel like somebody's throwing you a bone on anything on any topic like that, it probably is, because it's way deeper than just a lunchroom conversation,
Last bit of Latin on the dollar bill isn't a phrase, but a date. It is kind of hard to spot at first, but if you look closely at the base of the pyramid, you will see the Roman numerals MDCCLXXVI, which represents the year 1776, the year the Declaration of Independence was signed. Number 9, something's missing. There have been a lot of theories and mysteries involving other bills than just the $1 bill, and
That was ugly, motherfucker, wasn't it? Yo, George was turned down.
One of them involves the $5 bill. Theorists have been quick to point out that in the picture of the Lincoln Memorial on the back of the bill, only 26 states are listed, whereas there should be 48. This is how many states there were when the monument was constructed. People have been quick to jump to the conclusion that the number 26, or the names of the states listed, must mean something bigger in the grand scheme of things. But the truth is, on the actual memorial in Washington, D.C., the other states are listed on the sides. So that's why they can't be seen on the 5. Number 8. Hidden critters. This curious aspect of the $1 bill isn't as easy to debunk as some of the theories revolving around U.S. currency. If you look extremely closely, and we mean magnifyingly glass close, outside of the top left part of the ornate border that surrounds the number 1 on the right side of the bill, you will see an odd-looking figure. Some say that the image is of a skull, and some say it is a spider. But the most common thing that people think it is...
Look at that. What do you think that is? Before this dude spilled the beans, what does that look like to you? I'm going to tell you what it looks like to me. That looks like an owl. You know what I'm saying? Like OVO owl. You know what I'm saying? That's that October's very own type owl right there. The owl with the smash face and a little beak that come down. You know, I think the shit got a little flat top. That's what kind of owl that is. I don't know what type of owl that is, but that's definitely an owl.
Is an owl. What is the significance of this hidden critter? Well, as it turns out, the owl is considered to be one of the main symbols of the Freemasons, the secret and powerful brotherhood that many of the founding fathers are believed to have belonged. The Freemasons believe that the owl represents reincarnation because they are nocturnal, and according to legends, owls contain the souls of people who have passed away who are waiting until morning to find a new body. Though less fantastical, they have also long been symbols of wisdom, the pursuit of which is a common theme in Freemasonry and the Illuminati. Number 7. Money makings. One secret that you probably weren't aware of lies in what material the dollar bill is actually made out of. You may have wondered how something made out of paper can withstand so much wear and tear.
Y'all ready for this? This is the mystery. Everybody's been trying to figure out for so long. Like, how does all this money pass through all these pockets and hands and through all of these shipments and boats and airplanes and trains and automobiles and, you know what I'm saying? I mean, skateboards that ran over them. I mean, there's been money that's been lost at sea and then bought it from sea and then washed and put in the banks and probably got some in my pocket right now. Why? What kind of paper is that? Man, let's get into it.
Over the years and not disintegrate like normal paper would. Well, this is because U.S. paper currency isn't made out of paper at all. Rather, a combination of 75% cotton and 25% linen.
Are you fucking kidding me? So paper is 75% cotton and 25% linen. I mean linen like, you know, I'm going to sleep, throw this shit over my neck, you know what I'm saying? It's cold out here in these streets. That's linen, bro. So it's not paper at all. It's not paper. That's why it's built to last. It's not paper, bro. It's not made like everything else. It looked like everything else, paper-like, but it's just not cut from the same cloth. Literally, bro. Damn, I didn't know that. Man, go ahead and subscribe to this channel right now. Click the thumbs up button and the notification bell so I can keep making content like this, man. Turn me up.
This gives it a superior durability to plain old paper. These bills are also required to have red and blue fibers woven into the tight fabric for added security. The average dollar bill lasts around 6 years, whereas if it were made of paper, it probably wouldn't last more than a year under the conditions our money experiences.
Facts.
Number 6.
Wow.
Lettered code.
Man, that just blew my mind just now. I had no clue, man. 75% cotton and 25% linen. That is a trip, man. Yo, just hit the comments with the fire icon, the fire emoji, man, because that's straight fire right there. That's technology. There's technology involved in our currency, bro. You know, like I said, man, ain't nothing shallow about this country, bro. Everything's got more levels. There's always more stories to it, bro. Never believe one side to a story unless you's a hater. Facts, bro.
Unless you are completely oblivious to what you are putting in your wallet, you have probably noticed.
I like that wallet, bro. Low key, like that's different. That's different. I like that wallet.
The circular stamp-looking marking with a letter inside of it on the dollar bill. This is the Federal Reserve seal, and the letter inside of it represents the Reserve Bank that ordered the bill. The number next to the seal, called the Federal Reserve District number, also corresponds to this bank. There are 12 of these banks across the country, and each of them represents a different region of the country. If you see a letter A and the number 1, that means the bill was ordered by the bank in Boston. If you see the letter L and the number 12, the bill was ordered by the bank in San Francisco. Number 5, Lucky 13. Beyond just the Federal Reserve seal and district number.
The Lucky 13. Yo, look, man, that dollar look like it's covered in cocaine. What is that? What are they doing here?
The dollar bill is chock full of numbers and letters,
Chock-full
making
of
it the
cocaine.
focal point of many theories from numerologists. One aspect of the bill that can be agreed on by these numerologists and historians is the fact that the Founding Fathers were obsessed with the number 13.
Wow.
Though there are theories that say otherwise.
What is it with the number 13, man? What's going on here? Let's find out what's going on, man. It got me kind of thinking, too. Like, what's up with the number 13? I mean, if you from L.A., I mean, you know, the number 13, you know what I'm saying? And then you a motorcycle rider, the number 13 means some different stuff. But then the United States is tapped into that. What's going on?
There is a fairly obvious reason for the fascination. There were 13 original colonies. When studying a dollar bill, you can start to see that not only did the designer of the bill want the 13 colonies represented in our currency, they wanted to hit people over the head with the number.
They wanted to put it in our face. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So let's get into it, man. I'm curious. I know y'all curious, too. Y'all curious like me? That 13, man. Okay, so we got 13 colonies. All right. 13 founding states. Okay, let's go.
Great Seal, the number 13, is referenced in 7 different ways. On the shield, in front of the eagle, there are 13 horizontal and 13 vertical stripes. In the eagle's talons, it is clutching an olive branch with 13 berries and 13 arrows. Above the eagle's head are 13 stars, and the pyramid in the Eye of Providence has 13 steps. Number 4, no forge fight.
So I guess the math, I guess to try to figure out in depth what this means. So we have a eagle with 7 points of interest, you know what I'm saying, which has an item in it that is multiplied by 13. So what I'm really trying to say is, you know what I'm saying, there's 13 points on that American eagle, you know, that's on the dollar. Every point of that eagle, the 7 points of that eagle has got something in it that's 13 in count, like 13, you know, berries, the 13 arrows in the right foot, stuff like that, you know. So basically 13 times 7, what is that? And then what does that stand for? That's what I'm thinking, man. That's how I process that, man. You know, it goes deep like that. And when you're dealing with Masonic, you know, individuals and Illuminatic types, man, you have to imagine that they mind they're not just basic people. You know, they spit out codes to confuse you when the answer is probably right there in your face. You know, and that's called counterintelligence. That's how you keep things secret. You know, that's how you maintain a secret society of not being so obvious, but give people enough information to where they feel like they think they understand, but in actuality have no clue.
You have probably noticed the vibrant blue security strips on the new $100 bill. But did you know that all dollar bills, except singles, have a hidden security thread like this?
I had no clue.
It is one of the biggest secrets that is keeping counterfeiters at bay, and the technology for them is constantly improving. These threads that can only be seen using ultraviolet light are embedded in the fibers of the bills.
Is that what they're using at the stores?
And placed at different locations depending on the bill's denomination. Each bill also has its own special color. The thread on a $5 bill is blue. It's orange on a 10, green on a 20, yellow on a 50, and in addition to the visible blue one on a $100 bill, there is a hidden one to the left of Benjamin Franklin's face.
So not only is it the blue strip on the new Hondos, it's also right behind his, you know what I'm saying, right behind his mullet, you know what I'm saying, his man shag, you know, right at the back of the party in the back, there seems to be another thread, you know what I'm saying, and I'm pretty sure that's to prevent, you know, counterfeiting. You know, how that Secret Service hopping out of vans looking for you, where the money at, where the fake money at, shit, Fugazi, give it to me. Yeah, right there, you can keep all that Fugazi money, don't give it to me, give it to them. Yeah, I like the real dough, let you know. Nah, but wow, man, this is interesting, man, let's keep going.
That is purple. Speaking of the blue 3D strip that is on the old C note, the Treasury may start putting...
C note, I thought we just made that up in the hood. It's really called a C note? Why? I thought it was just, you know what I'm saying, all the dope dealers and ballers in the hood just came up with that. Bro, we got them C notes for cash notes or something. I never asked. They said C note, so I say C note. You feel me? I mean, now I just hear this gentleman say it, so now I'm trying to figure out exactly if it's something I'm missing, which I'm pretty sure I'm missing something. I got to check a $100 bill, see if it has a C on it. You know what? It has a C on it. I've seen that, where it's actually fucking says C note. All right. Okay. Sometimes thinking too deep, you can miss the low-hanging fruit shit that's just, sometimes shit is obvious. Everything ain't always like dig 18 miles deep to find it. Some shit is right in your face. And I do remember it does say C note on the Hondo. Let's go.
These strips on all denominations in the future, as it is proven so incredibly difficult to replicate by counterfeiters. One of the main reasons why the thread is so effective is that it's holographic. If you bend the bill back and forth, you will see the tiny 100s labeled. The Treasury may start putting these strips on all denominations in the future, as it is proven so incredibly difficult to replicate by counterfeiters. One of the main reasons why
so
the
much
thread
technology.
is so effective
There's so
is that it's
much
holographic. If you bend the
There's
bill
so
back
much
and
technology
forth,
in this
you will
money,
see
bro.
the tiny 100s labeled on the
there's
thread
so
turn
much
into the
technology in
Liberty
money.
Bell. Number 3, Eye of Providence. One of the most thought-provoking elements of the dollar.
It's the Eye of Providence, man. I never knew the name for that. I mean, we always, you know, throwing up the pyramid and all this stuff, and you know, there's thousands of YouTubes on it. I'm sorry, thousands of videos on YouTube, kind of making that eye seem like it's only associated with the Illuminati, and that, you know. But let's get into some more in-depth meanings of this symbol right here, man.
Bill is that of the Eye of Providence. Not only is it considered a blatant acknowledgement that the Treasury and our country is run by the Freemasonry, but also apparently it has satanic imagery in it as well. We will start off with the historic reasoning behind the symbol. This image, also known as the Eye of God or the All-Seeing Eye, and has been used in several forms by Christians for hundreds of years, well before the founding of the United States. The triangle border around the eye is meant to represent the Holy Trinity. You can see uses of this eye in churches, cathedrals, and government buildings dating back to the Holy Roman Empire. The symbol has been
But I wonder who was the eye model. Who was the eye model? Because that eye right there looks a lot different than the eye that you see on the $1 bill. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at that eye. It looks like, I mean, that's a tribal ass eye. I mean, that's a fat eye. I mean, look at that. And then the other one, it kind of looks like that could have been actually George Washington's eye with just a triangle, you know what I'm saying, border around it, you know what I'm saying? But this is definitely a different eye, and I wonder who was the eye model. Whose eye did they use, you know, as a representative of this icon, bro? in the Masonic and the Illuminatic, you know, group. Whose eye was that, man? That's something that I'm curious about, just to find out who was the eye model in this one.
Used to signify that whatever the eye is emblazoned on has the blessing of God. Now, it is true that the symbol has been used by the Freemasons since 1797, but the problem is the use of the Eye of Providence on the Great Seal predates this by 5 years. Still, theorists suggest that the link is no coincidence. There are also several theories that suggest that when you draw lines from the A to the
man, that should look different than the other eye I always see. I always see this eye right here, man. This is the one right here I always see. And then they just show the other eye. So I'm trying to figure out whose eye are they using. I mean, that was a human being eye that they used. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to know, like, whose eye is that, bro? It's just this eye, and they actually had to draw that. Whose eye did they use as an example to get that eye? Because there's whoever's eye that is, bro, they got more answers. Whoever's eye that is has more answers, or can possibly be the oracle and know much more in-depth information that's probably way beyond a lot of us and way over our heads, man, which as it should be, because it's designed to be, you know, covert. You know, that's the whole idea.
S in Annuit Coeptus to the letter O in Novus Ordo Seclorum.
Okay, let me run this back, man, because I was talking. And so let's run this back and then get this from the beginning.
There are also several theories that suggest that when you draw lines from the A to the S in Annuit Coeptus to the letter O in Novus Ordo Seclorum, and then back to form a triangle, and then highlight the outline of the pyramid, that a pentagram is made, aka Satan's favorite shape. Not only that, but when you add the letters that the bottom corners of the pyramid are touching, N and M, to A, O, and S, it spells out Mason. Number 2, security stars. You have probably...
Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm not shocked. I'm surprised, because I stare at money all the time and try to, you know, on my own, try to uncover, you know, different clues and see if I can do it on my own, like try to Rubik's Cube the money, you know what I'm saying, to see if I can find something new in it, you know. And that right there, I did never cross my mind. That's because it's covert information. They only knew that. They knew that their team logo is on the bill. But to find it, it's like Rubik's Cube, bro. You can't just, you know, look, oh, it says Mason. Nah, they don't get down like that. The messages are hidden within messages that are spread about. And if you know how to decode them, you can, fool. That's how it goes, doggy. Decode.
Seen this next extremely important secret but not realized it. What is known as the Orion constellation is a set of 5...
Okay, so Orion, is that like Orion? But it's Orion short for Orion. Let's go.
Small rings that are placed next to each other and look similar to that of Orion's belt. The word Orion is a portmanteau of Euro and Orion. This marker is not only on most U.S. paper currency, but on many banknotes throughout the world. This constellation is used as an indicator that the bill is in fact real currency for several types of machines. Its main function is to recognize the banknote and stop the machine from copying it. The pattern has
Wow. Man, just that level of technology in it, bro. I mean, they added certain threads to the design of currency so that it couldn't be photocopied. So that basically means if I try to take a 5 and put it on a photocopier like Kinko's or FedEx or some shit like that, you know, type shit, that it won't come out exactly like the 5. It's gonna have like a discrepancy and shit. It's gonna have a flaw, and that's how they designed it, you know, to kind of prove to whoever's receiving it. Yo, if you know the money you're receiving, it's got a flaw. They copied it, and there it is. It's missing this, or it has this extra shit right here. That's dope. That's a dope little security measure. I like that type shit.
Mysterious origins, as no one outside of those who were producing currency were aware of its existence until 2002, when a security researcher was trying to figure out why his color copier wouldn't copy a banknote for 10 euros. All the signs point.
So, you know what? I got to myth bust that. So it wouldn't copy it at all? I was thinking that that technology that they, infused into the money would make it, like, if you try to copy it, it'll add like a hologram of a donkey, which will show that it's counterfeit. You know what I'm saying? Type shit, like an X will appear. You know what I'm saying? Like, that you can't see, like, with the naked eye, but as soon as you try to photocopy it, you know what I'm saying, some type of faulty character will pop out on that joint, you know what I'm saying, to let you know that be fake. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. He said he couldn't photocopy it at all. That's dope.
Point to it first being implemented in the late 1990s as a Japanese company released a patent for the design and correlating detection algorithm in 1995. If you have a $20 bill on hand, you can find Orion constellations hiding in the miniature 20.
I've seen that. Everybody pull out, if you got a dub in your pocket right now, it look like the old dub though. Pull that out, man, and tell me right now if you can see this on your money. If you can, drop a 20 in the comments. If you've seen this on money, drop a 20 in the comments, man. This is crazy, bro. Woo! Crazy.
He's on the back left side. Number 1, Super Eagle. The proud American bald eagle of the Great Seal is one of the most analyzed and dissected parts of the $1 bill, though some of the theories surrounding the imagery in the depiction of this majestic bird are radical. Some of the hidden meanings are intentional. We'll start with the history. You may have wondered why the shield in front of the eagle seems to be floating in midair. Well, this was designed to represent the idea that the U.S. citizens should be self-sufficient. On the shield, the lines going up and down are meant to stand for the states, while the bars going side to side are for the federal government, which binds the states together. In the eagle's clutches are a branch of olives on one side and arrows on the others. These symbolize the balance of war and peace. Initially, the arrows were in the eagle's left talon, the side that the eagle was facing, but the press and politicians over in Europe were fearful that this showed the U.S.'s true intentions. So
they was like, yo, change the side of, you know what I'm saying, the olive branches, you know what I'm saying, because, we don't want people to know that we're about war first. That balance is where there's not a balance at all. They down with war to create peace, not peace that creates war. I mean, peace doesn't create war. I didn't mean to sound like no dumb shot and nothing like that. But anyway, it's just all this information I'm taking in with y'all. I'm learning for the first time too. Like I said, I don't watch these videos. I'll screen them like the first few seconds of them to make sure, it's legit, something worth, sharing with y'all, because I care about what y'all want to see, not what I'm doing videos I think y'all want to watch, and that y'all want to have somebody kind of break down and be an extra visual commentary on. So I'm thinking about you guys, and so yeah, like if you got some kind of topic or anything you want me to do a reaction on, drop it in the comments, let me know, and I'm down, man. I'm curious about all this shit right here. Is crazy.
instead of arguing with them, they switched the sides the olive branch and arrows were on.
Right.
There are also theories that suggest the 9 tail feathers on the eagle represent the 9 spheres of heaven, which is part of Illuminati lore.
Possibly. Possibly, man. Man, WTS gang, you know when the smoke clears, I'll be right here. So what y'all think about that, man? Subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell. Click the thumbs up if you like this video. If there's topics that you guys want me to cover, let me know. Drop it in the comments. You know, give me some ammunition. I'll bust it off. But in the meantime, in between time, for right now, I'm going to get out your mind. I'm out. Peace.